Not another AR-15 review, Rack. Sorry guys, sorry to disappoint, but it is not an AR-15 review. This is the Mossberg MVP LC, or lightweight chassis, bolt action rifle. This is only the second Mossberg rifle that I have had in here at the Rack Cave for testing and reviewing. Depending on which way round I put these videos out, you will have probably seen, if you're subscribed, and if you're not, please subscribe. Check out the video of the Mossberg LR long range, that is in 6.5 Creedmoor. That is really cool. Like I said, I've not had any Mossberg rifles in ever, and all of a sudden I get two in. Really cool, really cool. That is a nice rifle, that long range 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a Mossberg 5.56 or 223. It has actually got 5.56 on the barrel. I was using 223 Remington ammunition through this thing, just for your interest, for your information. But no, proper little nice rifle this thing is. Very nice indeed, very nice. So let's just read you out some specs. I've had some good fun with this little rifle, let me tell you. And it's quite funny because another reviewer that I know, he's recently done this rifle and he had a few issues with it. Just the bolt, just with it sort of not stripping rounds out the magazine. I've had no issues, so I was kind of warned about it, but I thought, well, do you know what? I'll just see how it performs on the day, you know, and that's where I get my data from. It's nice to have other reviewers sort of say, oh, you might have a few problems with this, or I had problems with this, that and the other. But this is on the day, and that's how I basically roll with reviews, is how it performs on the day. No problems whatsoever. It absolutely performed flawlessly. I know bolt actions are usually 99.9% reliable. Yeah, all right, we won't sort of mention rimfire ones, but you know, you tend not to get many issues. I've not had many issues with bolt action rifles, with centerfire rifles in the past. I've had the odd one, but it's few and far between, you know, and it's usually down to the mags rather than the actual rifle, or to the user being a bit sort of I don't know, bit of a wuss with the bolt. So, but this thing performed well, really reliable. Let's throw out some specs. Caliber is, like I said, 5.56 NATO or 223 Remington. Mag capacity is 10+1. That is the Magpul P-Mag that you are supplied with. 10 round, well, it's 10 round magazine plus one in the chamber if you want to sort of fully load her up. Barrel length is 16.25 inches. It's a medium bull barrel, threaded, fluted barrel. Not a lot of fluting on there, only that bit there, but it is threaded as well. 1 in 7 twist, matte blued finish. I don't know why they say it. It just looks like matte black to me. It don't really look very blue, but it is what it is. It looks very much, I'm not sure if it is because they haven't put their mark on it. It's like the MDT chassis, but I don't know whether it is an actual MDT chassis. It looks very much like one, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's kind of hard to find out on Mossberg's website. I'm just looking at it now, but it is a very nice chassis, aluminium chassis, lightweight, really nice. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Weighing in at 7.5 pounds, overall length is 33.5 inches. Now, what I did mention about the Mossberg LR is the fact that these two rifles, I'll get this one on the table, shall we? Let's get this one on the table. We'll just leave it there. What I did mention about the Mossberg LR long range, And what I really loved about it, and what I'm going to say I really love about this, is the fact that they both take, or this one particular, because we are reviewing the MVP LC, is the fact that it takes AR magazines. AR magazines in a bolt action rifle. That is just brilliant. It's brilliant. Genius. You know, they're the most popular magazines going, aren't they? You know, and if you own an AR-15, be it a straight pull here in the UK or semi-auto or full auto, wherever you're lucky enough to live, where you can have all that cool stuff. The most popular magazines that you can get are AR-15 magazines. So if you get a bolt action, you're after a bolt action, and you kind of want this style of bolt action, it's an absolute bonus if it takes AR magazines. You know, what can I say? Because you ain't got to shell out for loads of magazines, have you? I mean, for example, you take like a Remington 700, for example. Got one here, 308, this is my personal one. In an Accuracy International stock, you buy one of these and you want a load of mags, you've got to start buying AI magazines, which ain't cheap. They really ain't cheap. But whereas if you're running ARs anyway, you're going to have AR magazines, aren't you? Be it AR-15 magazines, AR-10 magazines. I've got, you know, I even use these old surplus AR-15 magazines. You know, check this out. Why didn't I use this on the review, right? I don't know, actually. I don't know why I didn't think about not using it. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why didn't I not use that? What is that? That's a 20. Is that a 20 or a 30? I think it's a 30, you know. I'm sure it's a 30 rounder, that one is. Why didn't I use that? I should have. That looks so cool. So cool. Let's get rid of that. Let's put the PMag back in. It looks a little bit more, less scary, shall we say. Let's get rid of that LR. Move that out of the way. Right. Move that magazine as well. I've got stuff everywhere. Let's take it from the top then. So this thing is covered in Magpul goodness. Magpul CTR stock, adjustable stock. Really, really nice. If you want, you can change that out for something even nicer. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the CTR mags. I've got one or two here in the rack cave dotted about. Out of reach at the minute. But yeah, that's what this one comes with, is the Magpul CTR stock. Adjustable, really nice stock. Can't fault it. Can't fault it at all. You know, it is what it is. It's mil spec as well. Mil spec buffer tube on there, so you can throw on, like I say, any AR-15 style of stock. You know, so the world is your oyster. Same with the pistol grip. Okay, so Magpul pistol grip there. You can chuck on any AR-15 style pistol grip there as well. That one has got the beaver tail there as well. So some pistol grips might not fit that well, depending on whether they've got the beaver tail or not. But the ones with beaver tail fit fine. Aluminium stock, as you can see, well, chassis, should I say. Really nice. You know, I can't fault the chassis at all. Really do like them. You have got, that's not actually, this is what makes me curious a little bit. These slots, they're not like M-lock slots on the fore end there, but you've got like the spacings there, which are for Magpul M-lock, if that makes sense, where the holes are. Does that make sense? So that's not like M-lock slots. And there's no sign. Usually if they are, they've got the sign sort of stamped on there as well for the M-lock slots. So, but hey ho, it is what it is. Big trigger guard there, obviously all sort of incorporated into the chassis. So you can use a gloved finger, no problem, plenty of room in there. AR-15 style mag release. So that is what it is. Could you upgrade that to something a little bit sexier? Of course you could. it's AR-15. That's the beauty of AR-15 stuff. It's all sort of swap-outable, if that's a word. The bolt on this thing, now this is where I was a little bit, not worried, but I was a little bit wondering what was going to happen. I found the stock just a bit rough, just a little bit rough. I really did. It wasn't sort of super, I mean, it's all right when it's not got the magazine in, but it is a little bit sticky. Probably needs a bit of lube on there. Ooh, misses. But again, I found that, well, I found the same thing on the LR. I don't know, it was just a little bit graunchy, a little bit flappy. Don't know, maybe I was being too sort of gentle with it. Don't know, but I did have no issues whatsoever with this loading up. Like I said at the start of the video, another reviewer said, oh, you might have a few problems with that, you know. He reviewed one of these. I'm not sure if it was the same rifle. He reviewed one and he was having problems, feed issues with it, you know, especially stripping around off the magazine. And then it would, I think occasionally it was like locking up. I just found it a little bit, this was before taking it to the range. I just found it a little bit, not sort of unrefined, that's the word, unrefined. But as you can see in the footage, no problems whatsoever. And I think I put about 80 rounds through this. Not a single feed issue at all. It ran really well, got it hot. Just ran really well, really well. So the bolt, let's talk about the bolt. That is your bolt, say your field strip button, if that's what you call it. I was going to say bolt release, but that sounds, bolt release is more sort of semi-auto, isn't it? There's your bolt, pretty much simplistic, slight bit of fluid on there. I don't know whether that's causing the binding issues, to be fair, that fluting. I don't know, because that might have been doing it on the LR, because that's got a fluted barrel as well, fluted bolt as well. Maybe that was causing just the graunchiness of it. I don't know, maybe not. Shoe you in there with that bolt in. Remington 700 style safety catch. I always call that Remy 700 style safety catch, the way it's positioned. Don't know, I always have. But, don't know, just it just felt a bit rough. That's all I'm going to say. It felt a bit rough, but once I got shooting it, it was all right. It was sound. No problems whatsoever. Then moving forward to the trigger. So we got like the safety on the trigger. I never used to be a big fan of that, but I don't know, a lot of them are going that way. I like the lightning bolt in that safety blade there. Really cool. Trigger was really nice. Should we give it a pull? Let's take the mag out while we talk about the trigger. Ooh. God, it is a bit rough. It's just me, I think. Let's give the trigger a pull. Just see what it's doing. Felt good, actually, the trigger did, from what I can remember. Oh, lovely. Just under £3 on the trigger. Lovely trigger. Not graunchy in any way. Unlike the bolt. Let's just give that a pull. Yeah, nice trigger. Real nice trigger. Looking down, let's open the bolt again. Oh, it is a bit rough, that bolt is. Show you down the mag well there. Minimalistic this chassis is, you know, ultra lightweight, nice short barrel. I love the profile of this rifle. Just a real short little beast, packing a nice punch with the 5.56 or the 223. Really just a nice little combination there. Running a Leupold 4.5 to 14 times 50 LRP scope on there. Supplied with this demo rifle, kindly on loan from Viking Arms. Just a real nice combination. Works really, really well. Look at that little thing. That is a nice little package right there, and just packs a bit of a wallop. Really does. Great target rifle. Great pest control rifle as well. You know, super lightweight. You know, it'd be a great rifle for pest control. How did it do on the range? Well, I was using a bit of a selection of ammunition. PPU, that's 55 grainers. Hornaday match ammunition, that was 68 grainers, just to give you a bit of variety. Okay, this is how I did, and like I always say, guys, you lot will do way better than me. Way better. So this is how I did. Yeah, it was, I don't know, I think it wasn't windy. It was just, I don't know, I think it might have been my trigger pull because I'm a lefty. I think on a couple of these groups I pulled it slightly, but grouping wasn't bad. Okay, so this might be a bit confusing. So these ones, that's a group there, is the PPU, PPU, PPU. So these three here are the 55 grain 223 PPUs. My thumb there for reference. That's a nice group. 100 yards, not bad. Then we go, these three here are the Hornaday match 68 grains. Not bad. I don't know what happened there. That's just blame it on me. Oh, but I'm happy if you blame that on me, because that's not bad. Like I said, you guys will do way better, but that is how it performed with me on the day. I didn't really give it a massive amount of cooling down time either. So, is what it is. That was my testing. So yeah, pretty accurate. Like I said, you guys will do way better. That is shooting off a foam action sports rest, because I have that much junk to carry, cameras, ammunition, gongs, all the rifles that are on test. I just like to lighten the load rather than carrying like a big Coldwell rest. I just carry these because they're super light. So, but yeah, it did well. I was happy with it. I enjoyed shooting this rifle. From what I don't know if you'll see it on camera, it was a bit of a flamethrower as well with this short barrel. It was breathing a little bit of fire. I noticed, you may not see it on camera, but behind the trigger, looking through that scope, I noticed the odd flash, which was pretty cool. Would I run a can on this thing? Yeah, definitely. The package that it, you know, the small package that it is, bang a can on it. You know, you're gonna quiet it down a little bit, and it's, you know, it'll just be a bit more pleasant on the ears. I know you'll never get rid of that supersonic crack with 223 or 556, but yeah, it'd be nice. Throw a can on it. Yeah, I think this will be an excellent all-rounder target. Good for hunting. It's lightweight. It's solid. Just a nice little rifle. Like I said, my only gripe, just, I don't know, just the bolts on these things. I've noticed this. Say I've had two Mossbergs here in the Rat Cave at the minute, and both of the bolts are just they just don't feel amazingly refined. Whether it's because these are demo rifles, you know, and they've had a lot of rounds through them, but usually with bolt action rifles, the bolts get better with time, don't they? They sort of wear in, they get slicker, they get more silkier. Maybe they just need a good sort of lube up, don't know. But all in all, real nice little rifle, really nice. I think this thing will appeal to a lot of people. I really do, you know. And if you, like I said, if you're running AR-15 magazines, or if you're running AR-15s, or for example, you're going to have AR magazines, so you know, you're going to have a ton of magazines anyway. For a rifle like this, you're not going to have to shell out on rifles, but you are supplied with one 10-round PMag. You know, if you're hunting or whatever, then, or you're just doing target work, that'll suffice anyway. Maybe just buy one more. But you know, if like me, you've got mags dotted everywhere, surplus mags and God knows what, then It all adds to the fun. It certainly does add to the fun. Anyway, guys, that is your Racknload review of the Mossberg MVP LC, or light chassis bolt action rifle, chambered in 5.56 or 223 rem. Really nice. I really do like this rifle. Really nice. Just need to sort that bolt, make that bolt a little bit more slicker. But like I said, demo rifle. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. That is Racknload. See ya.